Are you frustrated or tired of getting rejected for cybersecurity jobs? Did you apply and get automatically rejected? Maybe you even made it to an interview and things went great, but then you actually got rejected. Trust me, I know exactly how that feels, and I've personally been in that situation myself, believe it or not. In this video, let's talk about how I personally approach the time that it takes to apply to jobs and if you're lucky enough to actually get an interview. This video idea came to me, frankly, because I see a lot of people posting on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter about how much time that they invested into applying and into interviews, but then they actually got rejected. People then go on to say the whole process was a waste of time and energy. Guess what? I've been in that exact situation. You feel like you took the time to answer whatever ridiculous questions that the application asked, possibly including short answer questions, and maybe even one of those dumb personality tests. Then, maybe you were lucky enough to get past HR and land an actual interview with the hiring manager or a panel of people, or maybe multiple interviews with the team, and you came out feeling like you absolutely crushed it and totally vibed with the team. Now, it might not have been immediately, but at some point following the interviews, you received a rejection notice like a shot in the chest and immediately felt deflated and discouraged. You might have even felt like all your hard work studying and preparing hasn't helped at all. I know that exact feeling. We don't always hear about people's failures, but when it comes to my cybersecurity journey, I've applied to hundreds, if not close to 1,000 jobs in my career. Some I've been immediately rejected for, and some I've been through multiple rounds of interviews spanning over hours per job posting that in some cases were a truly great fit based on my background and how the posting was written. When I say that, I'm literally talking about specialized experience in the exact things that the company said that they were looking for. Saying that it was annoying is a tame way to express how I felt. Given all those failed experiences that I've had, but also taking into account the successes that I've had, I've been able to identify that in most cases, at least one of two problems exist and cause the negative feelings. Number one, you're either too heavily invested in one specific opportunity, or number two, you haven't applied to enough jobs. Even though these two problems are closely related, they do have their differences. For the first problem, you really need to understand that there's a lot of great opportunities available, but they all have their issues. Based on my experience, jobs that require extraordinary amounts of effort to prepare either demonstrate an over-demanding company or leadership culture, or that you might not be ready for that specific job based on your skill, knowledge, or whatever the case is. Now, it's certainly acceptable and encouraged to apply to jobs that are going to challenge you, but you aren't going to become an expert in a complicated area within a week or two. Be confident with what you know, and if you could add a few pieces of knowledge to prepare, then do it. But don't try to cram like you might for certifications. The second problem comes down to effort. There are many reasons why you might be limited on effort in life, things like family, kids, work, maybe you're just lazy. But the way that the application systems work these days, it should be relatively quick to apply about 100 times within a few weeks or a month, which is such a conservative time frame. It's pretty difficult to argue about available opportunities if you're under 100 applications. Now you might be sitting there wondering, well, what about the applications that have personality tests or long application processes? Well, it's okay to sprinkle those in, but my personal philosophy is that I don't do them at all. Even if I start an application and then a long quiz or something pops up, I'll end it right there without hesitation. In general, don't waste time on long applications because again, you're not going to like the process from there or probably the work culture. Overall, treat the process like a game and apply as much as possible because you might end up with a few interviews or offers at the exact same time, and then you can use them against each other to get what you want. Believe me, I understand your frustration because I too have been in that situation, including with well-known companies where things didn't work for one reason or another. With that being said, if you start adopting the things that I've mentioned in this video, you'll start to reduce some of your stress and find better results, as it's really a numbers game at the end of the day. Question of the day: how many jobs did you apply to before you got your first job in cybersecurity? If you don't already have a job in cybersecurity, how many jobs have you applied to so far? Let me know down in the comment section below. Ultimately, I want to motivate you to not be discouraged because it's not just the beginners that struggle in this industry with finding quality roles. Experienced professionals have similar struggles, but the main difference is that we've been through it before, so we understand that it's just about pushing through and not giving up. Literally everything in this career field is about not giving up if you want to be successful, because those that give up end up losing somehow in the end. As always, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the description for more resources related to this video, and I'll see you next time.